Stop.
It's always so dramatic, isn't it? It's the emergency stop. This is not very good, is it? This. My leg's like shaking. I'm holding on the clutch.
Hey guys, so today's learner driver is Maddy, and she's here for me to assess her driving to find out whether she's ready for a driving test or not. Yeah, I've not met Maddy before, so before we start, any of you that are learning to drive, please check out my driving course, the Ultimate Driving Course. Strongly recommend it for learner drivers.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Okay, so Maddy, could you tell us a bit about your driving?
Yeah, so I started about 4 years ago, did a couple of tests, didn't go too well, had a break, so I've started now since November, had about 11 hours since getting back into it, so I would say that I'm just getting back into it. I wouldn't say I'm confident or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, I think you're trying to play safe on camera. Yeah. Okay. So, do you think you're ready for a test or not?
Almost getting there.
Cool.
I'd say midway, yeah.
Well, we'll find out today. At the end of this, I'm going to tell you if I think you're ready for a test or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions before we start?
No, I think all good.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you know the videos work. I won't say anything. If you do make a fault, I won't mention them during the test. We'll talk about them at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for those of you who do want to take part in one of these mock tests, all you need to do is drop us a message on Instagram at DJN Driving, and we just pick learners from there. Right then, Maddy, if you could move off for me, please. So if I don't say anything, just continue straight ahead, yeah? Okay, I will make you follow some signs as well today.
Amazing.
At the end of the road, turn right, please. Maddy emerges out of this junction well with good observations, but after entering the new road, she makes her first serious driving fault. There is a parked vehicle waiting to move off. Maddy decides to overtake, which is fine, but when overtaking, the oncoming car had to slow down because of us. In this situation, the oncoming vehicles have priority. I know that some of you may think that this is harsh, as it wasn't as if the oncoming car had to brake suddenly. But you regular viewers know that when I'm marking these faults, any faults that may be a 50-50, I will always mark as a serious. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments. Traffic lights, turn right please. When turning right at these lights, Maddy struggles to select the gear, which leads to a steering late. She got very close to the pavement. Traffic lights now. The second set, turn left.
Okay.
Maddy doesn't anticipate the lights changing and stops over the stop line. So what would you say the worst things happen in your lessons?
The worst thing, I don't know. I think I just make little mistakes and then it kind of throws me off a lot. I think about 2 weeks ago, like my lesson 2 weeks ago, I hit a curb quite badly. It was a tight road and I thought I did it fine, but obviously definitely didn't. And my instructor just stared at me and I was like, I'm really sorry. I really thought I was fine.
I remember when one of my learners did that. It was a late night lesson as well, yeah.
Yeah.
They hit the curb. It was one of those sharp curves and the tyre just ripped. And I didn't have a spare tyre either.
God, that would be horrible.
At the end of the road, turn right, please.
At this steep uphill junction, Maddy stalls 3 times. She does manage to move off without any help from me, but because we held up the traffic behind, this was a serious fault.
I'm holding on the clutch.
You could say this was a perfect right turn, a good example of when to change gear, when to bring the clutch pedal up, and when to steer. Maddy carries out good mirror checks before and after overtaking this lorry.
How are you feeling?
Good.
A bit more nerve-wracking than your lessons?
I feel like once you get into it, it just feels like a lesson. Yeah, I'm
That's
not
good.
too nervous right now, but
That's good.
yeah, at the beginning I was a little bit.
At these traffic lights, turn right please. On the approach to these lights, Maddy doesn't position correctly in time. Before this one lane widens, she should have positioned to the right. She finds herself in the left lane having to cut across while there is a vehicle behind. Turning right at these types of crossroads can be difficult. Maddy positions well, and I like how she leans forward to get a better view and only goes when she can see it's safe. you could turn left, then the first exit.
Yeah.
She approaches this roundabout well and does good observations when changing lanes to turn right at the traffic lights. And at these lights, we're going to be turning right.
Right. Lovely.
Okay, at this roundabout now, if you could follow signs to Dudley, please.
Dudley.
This is a spiral mark roundabout at which many drivers fail to follow the markings and keep to the correct lane. Maddy struggles with this and does tell me at the end of the test that she hasn't covered these types of roundabouts with her instructor yet. Maddy enters the roundabout well. Now this is the new marking that appears. Maddy should keep to the left of this marking. She drives over it into the wrong lane. We are turning right and have a choice of two lanes. Maddy selects the left hand lane, which is good. But when going around the bend, instead of staying in a lane, she steers into the right hand lane. The way Maddy deals with the bus pulling up was impressive. She holds back well, and when she sees it safe, Maddy doesn't hesitate and overtakes. Maddy, I'm going to ask you to do the emergency stop, yeah?
Okay, I haven't done that before. Yeah, but I can. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you give it a go, yeah?
Yeah.
Doing the emergency stop, just as Maddy does here, would be a pass on the driving test. Good reaction when stopping, and good observations before moving off, checking both blind spots. Stop! Thank you, and move off when you're ready.
It's always so dramatic, isn't it?
I just enjoy the expression on the learner's face when I ask him to do it. And if you could turn left to this car park.
Yeah.
We're entering a car park in which I'm going to ask Maddy to do the forward bay parking maneuver. When you're asked to do this maneuver, the first thing you should do is check the mirrors and then signal right if required. Maddy almost stops before she's about to steer into the bay. Stopping isn't a problem, but before doing so, Maddy didn't check the mirrors to see if there was anyone behind. And once you drive in now, if you could park forward into any bay on the right, please.
Yeah. Just in front?
Any bay on the right.
Yeah.
Maddy positions over the bay line to our right and then drives over the bay line that is in front of us. You aren't allowed to enter the bay in front. You are allowed to reverse and readjust your position if you're over the bay line like we are, but Maddy decides not to. Remember guys, if you're not happy with your position, don't just leave it there. Make sure you readjust.
Is this part of the manoeuvre or am I just doing this?
It's part of the maneuver.
Okay, cool, sorry. That's a bit of a stupid question.
And if you could reverse back out now, so the front of the car's facing that way, yeah?
Yeah.
She does good observations when reversing out of the way.
You could push the wiper lever down for me,
Yeah,
please.
sure. Did I do that right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Okay, and drive to the right, please. And just park forward into any one of those bays.
We're going to end the test in the same car park. Let's find out what Maddy thought about her driving.
That's fine. And switch off the engine for me.
Do you want to take the key out?
Yeah, take the key out, please.
I've seen it on the videos. I was watching, I was like...
Cheers, thanks. Right then, so that's the end.
Yeah.
How do you think you went?
I don't think I've passed. I think the drive was okay, but I don't know. I don't think I did, because I think the first incident on the Birmingham New Road...
When you turned right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that was way too close to the...
Yeah, I know.
You handled it in the end, but you were struggling with your gear.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was very close to the curb, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so that was a serious fault there for steering.
Yeah.
You notice any other ones?
Yeah. There was one, I can't remember, but I know there was... I just know that there was more.
There's quite a few more, yeah. Like, you know, with the marking here, yeah, as you've seen in the videos
Yeah.
before, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if there's any fault that could be a 50-50, always mark it as a serious.
Yeah.
Just because obviously the whole point of this mock test, so you guys learn and don't do this stuff on your actual test, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So altogether there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot, yeah. But if your test was in 2 weeks' time, I'd say you were ready. Yeah. Okay. You could easily sort this out. It's nothing that needs loads of lessons.
Okay, nice,
Okay.
that's good. Yeah.
Okay, because some of these faults, like I'm going to go through now, yeah. But you had a lot of good stuff, like the way you deal with junctions, your mirrors in general were good. Your crossroads, turning right, positioning, everything was good. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Right. So the first serious fault was, you know, when we left the test centre.
Yeah.
And there was another learner car parked on the left with the right signal on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you decided to overtake, which is fine. Yeah. There's an oncoming vehicle, wasn't there? The red car.
Yeah.
Okay. You went slightly. It was fine to go through. There was enough space for the oncoming car, but you positioned a bit more than you needed to the right.
It's made it a bit tight for the...
And that oncoming driver, did they have to slow down?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you caused them to take action when it was their priority, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. If you'd stayed a bit closer to the car, the parked car, that would have been okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, at no point do you want to slow down the oncoming cars. Okay, the decision to go through was fine. Okay, and after that you dealt with some other meeting situations really well.
Okay, cool.
That's the reason why I'm saying something like that doesn't need loads of lessons or anything on, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right, the next one, you told me with the steering.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then on that hill, the stalling.
Oh my god, that's the one I think I
Okay,
think
so
I blacked that one.
you know, if the van wasn't behind us,
Yeah.
you would have got away with it as a minor, but because we held up the van, that was the serious fault.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you use the handbrake in the end. You should have used it at the
I
start.
know, I did think of it to begin with, but then I panic with the handbrakes. I feel like it's more stuff to...
But
juggle.
the
Yeah.
one time you did use it,
It worked.
It worked, yeah.
Yeah.
So most of these new cars, they have a hill assist, yeah. So which means, you know, when you're on a hill, if you don't use the accelerator, the car won't move. Yeah, it'll hold the car there for a few seconds. Yeah. But you weren't using the accelerator with it when you're trying to move. That's the reason why you're stalling. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you approach there, you didn't stall. You thought you stalled. You switched the car off and on again. Okay. Right. So that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next. Yeah. When I should turn right at the lights.
Yeah, I know this because they're the van behind, and I just...
Yeah, you just cut across like, and you were like, shit.
I know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That just like, I did tell you in advance that we're turning right. You did your mirrors and signal, yeah. You should have positioned there. Instead, you kept to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have got your position sooner.
I think I was panicking about the van. I was like, what's the van?
And then in that kind of situation, yeah, rather than cutting across, because that van did have to slow down for you, yeah. It wasn't if you just like rushed and then made him brake, yeah, but still he had to take some kind of action because of you. What you should, if you're in that kind of situation, if you're in the left lane and you were supposed to turn right but it's too late to change lanes, cancel your signal and go the wrong way.
Oh, yeah,
it's fine to do, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So that and then at that big roundabout when actually to follow signs to Dudley, that was a spiral mark roundabout. Yeah, you selected the correct lane on approach. Yeah, have you done many spiral roundabouts?
Not really.
Okay,
no.
so that's one thing that you do need to work on, yeah. Okay, we all did one, but yeah, on that, when the new line appears, you're not supposed to drive over it. Yeah.
Okay, meant to stay within them.
Yeah. So you start off in the right hand lane, and then once you enter the roundabout, when that new line appears from the roundabout, you're supposed to keep to the left of it. Yeah. Okay. So when you watch the video back, you can. Well, I'll explain a little bit better in there. Yeah. But what you did was you drove back over to the right, yeah, and then you cut back this way. Okay.
Yeah.
That, and then after that we did a right turn, and you had a choice. So on the approach, you looked at the markings. There were two lanes that you could both use to turn right.
Yeah.
Which is good. You selected the left lane, which is fine. But then when you're going round that turn, if you start off in the left lane, stick to it. You cut across to the right one. Okay, so that was for lane discipline. So if there's a choice of two lanes and it's on a bend, you're gonna have that middle part where there's no markings. Yeah. So if you start off in the left, keep to the left. If you started off in the right, keep to the right. You went from the left to the right. Okay.
Yeah.
And emergency stop. You said you hadn't done before. That was really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
You did that well.
Nice.
Okay. Good with the bus when you held back, and then when it's safe, overtaking. Good, make progress. Yeah, that was good. And then with the maneuver at the end, you like.
I don't think I was in the lines, was I?
You weren't in the lines, but even when you did, you like, is this part of the test or I'm just doing it? You're doing a mock test, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Okay, so
yeah.
You know when so you drove into the car park, fine. Then I said park forward into any bay. Yeah. What's the first thing you're supposed to do?
Check my mirrors, probably.
Check your mirrors, definitely. Yeah. And then if there is anyone behind, signal. Okay, if there's anyone in the car park, signal, right? Yeah, but the thing was, you didn't check what was happening behind you. There wasn't a car, but if there was, you wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah.
Like,
I just went for it, and then
you hit the brake. Yeah, even when you were braking, if you checked the mirror, then you didn't. Yeah, you focused on the bay. You know what was going on behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of the maneuvers where you don't really get chance to stop and have a think about what you're going to do. Yeah, you can do if you check your mirrors, signal, then it's okay to stop here. Whereas with the other maneuvers, examiner will park you up and say, okay, can you do this now? You have a bit of time, don't you?
So it's you know what you're preparing for. Yeah.
Okay, so the observations, and you weren't in the lines.
No, I think I knew that, but then I was like, if I try and sort this out, I feel like it'd be much worse. So I just
so true. If you're on the line, well, if you're not in between the lines, sorry, that's the back camera. If you're not in between the lines, that's a serious fault. So why leave it there?
Yeah, no, I knew. I knew that.
Okay, remember on your test, so if you're not happy with the positioning, if you're just in, that's cool. You don't have to be dead in the centre. Your examiners will be fine as long as you're inside the bay. But you knew you weren't, so don't leave it there.
No.
Okay.
Because then you're just asking for defeat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if you have to reverse and you went forward again and you still think, oh, I've messed up again. As long as you do your observations, reverse out again and readjust until you're happy with the position. Okay, that's what you do after you pass your test. You're in a car park, you're not happy with your position, you're not going to leave it there, are you?
No, yeah.
Exactly. Okay?
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of good stuff to your driving. Your testing in 3 weeks, you'll be more than ready to pass that.
Nice.
Okay?
No,
good luck.
That's really good, thank you.
And thank you very much, Maddy, for coming down to do the mock test,
thank you.
Right guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.